Part Jurassic Park, part Cloverfield, with a dash of Buffy the Vampire Slayer's Hush thrown in, A Quiet Place is a gleeful combo platter of horror tropes, offering us a meal that looks a little derivative but somehow tastes unique. This is the third film directed by John Krasinski, who also co-wrote the script and stars alongside his real-life wife, Emily Blunt. The story begins 78 days after some unexplained catastrophe has turned America into a post-apocalyptic ghost town straight out of The Walking Dead, in which the few survivors live in silence to avoid attracting the monsters who lurk in the woods around their isolated town. Krasinski and Blunt's characters are probably better equipped to deal with this change in circumstances than most people, since their daughter is deaf, meaning that the family is already used to using sign language. Saying much more would spoil the film's many delights, but it's safe to assume that things escalate quickly, and while there are moments of humor to help cut the tension, this is a film that's determined to get a reaction out of you, and it's really good at it. Even the most everyday tasks become a game of Russian roulette when the slightest noise can mean your immediate and bloody death, and that's not even counting basic human reflexes like laughing and coughing. The movie does a great job of coming up with increasingly terrible situations to put its characters in, and while Krasinski smartly keeps the monsters hidden for a lot of the movie, the visual effects are surprisingly effective when we finally get a good look at them. Krasinski is pretty shameless about using jump scares to shock the audience, but he still does a great job of building tension throughout the film, especially through its sound design. By taking the time to let the audience see through the eyes and hear through the ears of its characters, we immediately form a bond with these people even without knowing their names. The one letdown of A Quiet Place is its score, which relies on screeching cues to signpost its scares rather than letting them come naturally.
Who are we if we can't protect them?
At a brisk 95 minutes, A Quiet Place doesn't waste too much time explaining the rules of this world. There are clues sprinkled throughout, but the whole thing takes a fairly Cloverfield approach. Not everything makes sense, especially in terms of what the monsters can hear and when, and A Quiet Place generally works best when you don't think about it too hard. But if you're willing to suspend your disbelief and go along for the ride, Krasinski and his team have created a thrilling and disarmingly emotional place to spend your time. Thanks for watching. For more movie reviews, check out what we thought of The Strangers Prey at Night and A Wrinkle in Time. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe to IGN on all your favorite platforms.